Welcome back to Park City Television. We are in the kitchen at Einstein's Kitchen. Stacy Springer, thank you for having us in your home.
Oh, welcome. I'm
Awesome.
so happy to have you.
Yeah, I am really having a great time. We now invite in Lisa Ross Kelly, who is going to help us make the proper dessert to go with such a fine meal that you've taught me to make.
Yes.
I'm going to be really amazed, and I shouldn't be because you've taught me properly, but I've never had everything on Thanksgiving work out as a cook. It just, something always kind of goes a little astray.
It's good to have goals.
Yeah, and I have one, which is why we're here learning. I want to do it
Absolutely.
right. But, you know, there is one thing that you have to have with a really good meal. The accompanying dessert.
Absolutely.
Right? And you
Yes.
guys have a family recipe for this particular dessert.
Yes.
I'm excited. Tell me what we're making.
So we are making squash pie, but Grandma always told us it was pumpkin pie because,
Right.
you know, the idea
A gourd is a gourd.
Right. Yeah. But I finally learned the trick. Like when I was 12 or 13, I'm like, what are you cooking? And it was squash.
That's a funny pumpkin, Grandma.
Right?
Exactly. No pumpkin I've ever cooked looks like this. But,
No.
So butternut
It's the right
squash.
color, but that's about it.
Right.
Yeah.
But it has such a great flavor.
Yeah.
And pumpkins are really hard to cook. Like
Yeah.
they're more dense than this. And so they're hard to get to the right consistency. And so we're making squash pie and they're
I like
amazing.
it.
I know. But pie is not pie, not grandma's pie unless it has grandma's crust.
It's gotta be
right? It's gotta
perfect.
be the amazing
Right?
crust.
And there's a trick to this, an important one.
Is an important trick to this, and it's lard. I know that that seems like a weird thing. Lard. Shh. But guess what? It's what makes it flaky and amazing. So, but the trick about lard is it's hard to deal with. It's kind of like dealing with butter a little bit. And so you freeze it. It comes in this fabulous. Like you can buy the tub. Don't do that because how are you going to get the frozen tub out? So you buy it in the correct packaging, and then you cut it, and then we use a food processor to to grate it, or you can grate it.
Grate it.
But yeah,
I like this.
Yeah. So now we have all of our 1 pound of fabulous grated lard, which so I know, delicious.
Think about it
There's
though.
nothing better.
If you're eating pie, are you really going, I'm really trying to be healthy right now?
Right, we're
No.
holding back. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, or I'm healthy with dinner.
Just,
For this part, I'm
a little
not
bit.
worried about it. So.
All right, we got to get that out of the way.
Yeah.
Get the knife out of the way because we get to talk
We
about
got a lot of dishes, Joe.
Just
What?
We got a lot of dishes to do,
Nothing?
big
I
guy.
don't know what you're talking about.
All right, so flour
Yes.
and then salt.
Okay. So again, we're using some coarse salt, right?
Right, kosher,
Kosher salt.
and
Okay.
then just a little bit of sugar.
And this is just your typical flour?
Yes, this is just just
Nothing special?
all
purpose.
purpose. All
All
purpose.
purpose.
So now, can you imagine what these two fabulous?
It looks like
things
water.
are? Water. Why do I have them in 2 cups?
I don't know.
I know. So this one is vodka.
What? That's crazy.
Lard and vodka
I
in
know.
the same recipe.
I know. So amazing, right? So Stacy, tell us about vodka.
Okay, I know a lot about vodka.
So we've heard.
Okay, in pie, I know a lot about vodka. So what happens is gluten is like chewing gum. Okay, so when you're chewing it, and the longer it gets, the harder it gets, right? So if you just add water to flour, and then we mix it a lot and handle it a lot, it can produce more gluten and get tough.
Ooh.
So vodka, it creates it so it doesn't produce gluten. Does that help? Okay, so it makes it flakier and it makes it more pliable and it changes the flavor a little bit. But don't worry if you're like, I can't have alcohol. It can, it cooks
You're cooking
out.
it off.
Yeah,
Right.
absolutely,
Okay.
not an issue. So Grandma, we may have tweaked it a little bit.
Don't
But
tell.
that's okay to learn, and you find things that you're like, hey, that's really interesting. I need something to make it more pliable. So that's the trick with the
Okay.
vodka.
She probably would have appreciated this.
I think she would have.
Absolutely. She
Yes.
totally would have. And Stacy mentioned maybe she used vodka and she just
didn't
didn't
tell
write
us.
it in the
Right?
recipe.
It's like, why are you
right?
drinking that water while you're making the food?
She said it was pumpkin.
Yeah, exactly.
She might have been
Vodka,
confused about a lot of
water.
things.
Exactly.
No, we love her.
We
All
love
right.
her. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our grated lard and we're gonna
Grated
put
lard.
it in. I know, delicious.
It's
huh?
weird that I'm saying these things.
So you're gonna put that in.
Okay. Wow. It's a
I'm gonna
weird
add-
feeling.
I know, and you're kind of trying to keep it into the grated form, right? And
Right.
So we've let it sit for just a little bit
Too long.
so the
that
freezing element has we've lost some of that
Yeah,
benefit.
we probably should
But
have
So the goal of this is we're gonna start mixing it. And
you do this by hand.
you do it by hand. It's like, this is how you're putting love in.
Right?
Aww.
Wow.
You're in charge of the
I'm
water.
so sentimental that really got to me.
Did it touch you in the feelers?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, we're getting we're all like
We're all busy here.
Love.
I'm putting some love in too.
Right? Yeah. So the other trick
You feel
is,
it?
I do feel the love. I'm touching it.
Elbow.
Very close to you in my face.
Exactly.
No, it's great.
So with kind of like what Stacy was talking about with the gluten,
Yeah.
part of this is you don't want to manipulate it very much. And so you want it to be quick. And
This
you don't
is when
wanna
lumpy's
play with-
okay.
Right. Yeah. You don't want to play with this as, so I'm just kind of going to mix it all. That's why
Sorry,
you
it's
want
not
to do it
grated
all at the same
anymore.
time. I know.
We
I know.
waited. We did it. We didn't do it fast enough.
Exactly. But
You want to
even-
keep it cold.
It's great.
Yeah.
It's actually pretty forgiving.
Yeah.
Is
it's-
it?
Yeah. And you're kind of trying to get it into like pea-size pieces, and so you can
Okay.
see that I'm kind of squishing it.
Are you
So-
having fun at this part?
Absolutely.
it
This
fun?
is when you have the kids help.
Yeah.
Right? And this is fun, and they're like, and it's okay to play with your food.
Not
in
with
this
the vodka,
very
though.
moment. Don't tell them about the vodka. Just put it in one fell swoop.
Don't drink
let
the
them
water.
drink it. Don't drink the water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, so then the magic thing about pie crust is again, right?
I
Mix that up.
cannot.
Mix that up.
Well, I've
Finish
got
that
enough
up.
lard on my hands. I kind of
Right,
have to.
exactly. You've
I'll
gotta
let you
get it
two
all
have
in.
that moment.
Right? I'm gonna get my hands out. And then what we're gonna do with this is we're going to put it in the fridge and let it rest for 30 minutes.
We're big on letting things rest.
We do. And then we could go rest.
That's not how it happens, but it sounds lovely. And so we were talking about,
Wow.
you don't want to get your ovens all
Running
congested,
at the same time. Yeah.
right? So our family tradition is that we always do pies on Wednesday,
Okay.
and we make tons of pies. We make 20 pies.
Really?
But you make them all that night before, and so then they're done and they're beautiful, and then at the end of the meal, no matter what went wrong or what went fabulous, you at least have pie,
That's right.
Absolutely.
right?
Right.
Ah, see,
Comforting.
that covers my problem that I've had in the past.
Yes.
Where something didn't happen
Yes.
correctly. So,
Okay,
All right.
so-
So I will be at your house on Wednesday just before
That
Thanksgiving.
sounds good. It's
from
usually
now on.
ladies, but we'll find you a dress.
We'll find you a dress,
Because we
It's gonna
often
be
cook in dresses.
Hey man,
Wait,
I gotta
she's
do
wear
got
an
a dress
apron.
on.
right?
Yes.
Yeah.
'Kay.
Okay. So let's see, Stace, you have clean hands.
Yeah.
Yes, I do.
So I'm gonna wash my hands.
Okay.
Do you want to put that, and then maybe we'll?
Switch them out.
Yep.
Perfect.
Okay.
Perfect.
We've got one that we've already chilled and
Yes.
let it sit and rested.
So we cover this one.
Yeah.
Yep.
So we're gonna cover
Cover
that
it,
and do
and
the
we're
same
gonna
thing.
put it in.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Excellent. Well, this is fun because
This
now
is
we're
fun.
moving on to the stage that I like best.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Rolling pin for this part here. I probably should
Amazing.
wash up next. Will you guys explain how
Why?
we get ready for
Flour.
rolling it out?
So first, we need like a base, right? We need somewhere for our.
I'm ready to do
I'm like,
this.
what is happening?
I am really,
There's so
really,
much aggression.
Tell my child I
know.
love him.
I'm really ready to roll out some dough.
All right.
I let you poke things earlier and hit things.
I didn't get it.
Yeah.
It's okay.
It's
gonna
good.
Be, it's gonna be
It's
good.
good.
So, fill it. It's kind of sticky a little bit.
Yeah, and a little cold.
But it's cold,
yeah.
right?
Kind of feels like we're making sugar cookies right now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
that's a good
great.
way.
So you kind of are gonna put it in
I'm
a
very proud
bed.
of myself right now.
We're so proud of you too. And then you're gonna kind of smash it. And you really, what you want to make sure is that you don't have any like sticky lard spots.
Okay.
Super sexy.
I've had a problem with that in the past.
Super sexy.
If I had a nickel.
But that's kind of what you're trying to avoid. So you're gonna give them a nice little flour bed and then roll, baby, roll.
Roll. All right.
All right, can I teach you a trick too?
May, would you please?
Booyah! All right, so what happens is this can be.
Oh, I need to roll it on this first.
Do
Yeah.
this, yeah.
I forgot about
Yes.
Yeah, flour on the roller.
I'm there for you. I'm there for you.
You are.
I might have to do it again.
This is the real roller right here.
Can I show you another trick?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh man, somebody doesn't know it all here. Okay. So
That's
you
what
do.
I'm here for, is
I know,
just gonna-
right?
to learn.
So like an X.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, go side to side.
And that
Yeah.
way you'll get the round.
Yeah.
Oh.
I was just gonna
Otherwise,
say.
now you're looking
so
at
how
pie.
is your
I'm gonna
pie-
have-
Yeah. What shape is your pie gonna be?
I'll just be over here. Sorry.
No, you're great.
Oh,
Okay,
thank
round is
goodness
the
she did
goal,
that.
And thin is the goal. And so this also is where you see the effects of the vodka dough. Is that it's easier to roll, But then when it gets thinner, it's kind of a little more tender. And so you want to be careful. But then, can I show you another trick?
Yes, ma'am.
That little deal. So as you're going, you want to
put
kind
some more.
Yeah, you're going
flour.
to use this to put. Yeah, so you're not just
Otherwise,
rolling it directly
hook to
into
the table.
ground.
Sticky lard spots getting away.
Sticky lard spots. That's so true of so many things.
The sticky lard spots are sticking to my camper.
So, Grandma used a butter knife. We use a
I like that
a
tool.
cake spreader. Yeah.
A cake
The
spreader,
marble
it's
is
called.
great too because it's
It
pretty
keeps
cool.
cold. Yeah.
And that helps.
That
because if it
helps.
wasn't cool, it starts sticking to this a lot more, right?
Right. So if you have granite countertops, it's great. If you don't, that's
so
okay.
again, you can see you're thin out here because that's your direct.
Yeah, so
but
I need to
this
come back here a little bit, right?
And, yep. And then
that
side
work?
to side again so that it's kind of you're going for round.
So if
Show
you
them-
had no sleeves on, then you could just roll right up your arms.
Really?
Yes. Like so. Maybe next time just don't wear sleeves.
Okay.
We could
time,
just cut you
could you?
off right here when you're watching your football.
Yeah. If you want, guys, want to just grab on that side and
Yeah.
rip them right
yeah,
now.
Yeah.
And then I'd look like maybe somebody from Walking Dead or something. But
Yeah,
that'd be
yeah.
fine.
Hey,
Yeah.
it's really popular.
It's not the
right now.
Halloween show.
That's that. Well, yeah. But I'm also thinking that's very much like pie out in the countryside
Yeah.
kind of
There
look.
you go. Yeah. So you kind of want to feel like the dough expand, and then you feel like it's all, and give it some more love, right? Because we make it with love. So
I was sprinkling love on it.
Yeah.
Did you see
I
that?
saw that.
You did
It
that.
was beautiful.
Sprinkling love.
excellent job. Okay, now we're gonna get our pan,
Okay.
and then so here's
This is
another.
where the cake thing
this
becomes
is-
a great
it's
tool.
another grandma trick of like you're gonna fold it, right?
Fold it.
Fold it.
It's how you do fondant too, by the way.
Oh.
See.
Well, next time I'm baking a cake for a wedding, I'll remember that.
Okay. You're like, sticky lard spots.
Always want to avoid those. So you
Oh,
can
see, I had a sticky lard spot.
spots.
Yeah.
See?
It's a thing. It's a problem.
thing. So then you want to
Bring this in here.
bring this in.
Yeah.
I'll move him.
Okay.
Do a good job, but you're gonna
Corner
make sure
in the
that you
middle.
don't have any sticky lard spots under there.
Angle your fold in the middle, Jill.
Yes. toward
Angle
the
the
middle.
fold in the middle.
Are you picking up what I'm
a
putting
little
down?
bit
No.
further, yeah.
Okay, so this
Yes.
is the middle.
Oh, so aim for the middle with
Aim
that.
for the middle. Yep.
Okay.
There you go. Good
Like
job.
that?
Perfect.
And we had kind of a little bit of awkward, so that is generally the goal.
Oh.
But we had kind of a.
We have a weird spot
have
that
a
I
little
missed
spot.
because I didn't roll it.
It's good.
Sticky lard spot.
That is the beauty of the pie, right?
Yes.
So this is still like maybe a little hair thick,
Yeah.
but that's beautiful crust, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I
Like-
have it thick? Is that all right?
Yeah, you can. It's that, especially with the vodka crust, we learned is that it still stays really flaky,
Okay.
and so it's
Because if it
forgiving.
weren't,
It's
it
forgiving.
yeah, it would
Yeah.
be.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be flaky, and that
yeah.
would be cool.
And
Be
so,
hard.
do you feel how like pliable it still is, and
Yeah.
how silky it is?
Mhm.
So that, in my experience, that's more of the vodka crust. The other is more kind of a drier.
How did you
sense.
find this? The vodka
Stacy?
crust.
Stacy is how I find all
know
cooking
stuff.
things.
You do know some stuff.
Einstein's kitchen.
It's
the
why
s-
things work.
Again, the
right?
science.
The
of
science
cooking.
behind them.
Okay.
We're
Okay.
not just pretty.
Yeah, we got stuff. And we can read and stuff. Okay,
Yeah.
so then you're gonna take that and you're gonna, the idea there's a couple of theories. You can either make your pretty crust before you
Right.
cut it, or you can cut it. But if you do it before, then
Okay.
then sometimes you make sure you have enough. Because sometimes if you do
So
it
you
before,
leave a little extra. Is
Yeah.
what you're saying.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
kind of just
So make your pretty crust.
Make your crust first. is
Make
what
your
she's
make
pretty
the
saying.
crust
crust.
first. Okay.
There you go.
So
Good job,
I
Joe.
squeeze and pinch. Is that
Yeah.
what I'm doing?
Good job.
I've never done pretty crust.
See, and
I have
there's
a little
so many
problem
ways
here.
to do it, and it's okay.
It's okay.
That's what makes it homemade.
The perfectionism is coming out
Oh my
again.
goodness, yeah.
Oh yeah. Yikes. I'm not doing that.
What's
right.
happening? Okay, so
Yeah.
you
Talk
want to
to
hear
me.
my?
Look
okay,
at she does it so easily.
Lift it up and then squeeze
Okay.
it. Okay, but that you do have to be careful because you want it to stay on the outside of the rim because otherwise, when you bake it, it'll implode.
Shrinks. Yeah.
Ah,
Does that make
okay.
sense?
So like this. Oops. I'm still not quite getting out. This is not working for me like it does for you.
Okay, so you're good.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna step
Now
back
we need
for a
to eat
minute.
some pie.
Yeah, now we will have pie. You fear not, and it's gonna be good. So I don't know, and you know what? It really is like because Stacey always says that too. She's like, I don't know, why do you do your crust like that? And
Look
so
at-
it's
See, look at Stacy.
Are you
Good
being
grief.
weird? Just squeeze it like
just
that.
squeeze
Just
it.
Just squeeze it. All right, I bet I can do that.
Okay, go.
Let me do the last little bits.
She made it look too hard. No. She's so delicate. Look at it. But look, hers looks different than ours. But you know what? I love it.
And that is the beauty of a homemade pie.
So now,
you know,
I'm cutting,
no,
right?
yeah.
He needs to cut.
Could you tell?
Yes.
Could you tell that I couldn't wait?
I'm
I want to get the cutting part done.
It looks great. Look, it took 3 of us to make that.
Right. So, and then in my family, what we do with these
Is eat this part?
is, well, we don't eat it.
No?
We cook it
To
with
eat.
cinnamon and sugar. Yeah.
Ooh, I like that idea.
Yeah.
What are those called?
Like crusto kind of
Yeah.
pie crust.
Pie crust crustos?
Yeah.
Yeah.
mhm.
God,
That
can we
was
do that right
Grandma's,
now?
Like, special
Totally.
treat for us.
I love that idea.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
So there's benefits to taking time to cook things and waiting.
Heck
Because then
yeah.
you get bonus material.
I like the bonus material.
Heck yeah. All right. So now that we have our beautiful crust,
Right.
it's going to taste amazing and is going to cook all the fuck out, we are now going to make our
The filling?
squash filling. So we
Awesome.
took our squash and we scraped it out. And one of the important things that we kind of talked about pumpkin, that it sometimes gets, like the texture is a little weird.
And this can be stringy.
And squash
Acorn
can too,
squash, yeah.
but especially pumpkin can be even more so. So
Okay.
with this, you just really want to make sure that it's well pureed.
And you just do it with a fork.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you can do it with a blender, like a hand mixer or something.
Right.
But like you don't.
Just do it by
doesn't
hand, too?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
He wants to do it with
I like
his
to do it with a
hands.
fork.
Okay. Okay.
know?
I want you to make
With
it
your-
Is it a fork?
as
Yeah, see?
smooth as possible.
Ooh.
Okay, make it smooth.
Can I crack your eggs?
I was just gonna say, Stacey, will you crack my eggs as a
I'm wanting to see
you.
this because you've always made me do it on the show. And I'm
Do you want me to
expecting
do
to see.
two-handed?
Yes, can you?
I don't know. We'll see. You ready?
Okay.
This is an action shot.
Up and up and up.
Unbelievable. Looking for not a single shell. Amazing.
Amazing.
I waited all day to do that. I was hoping she would ask me.
We all have our skills.
There for you.
Wow.
I'm right
Mine
there for
happens to be making very smooth, consistent squash.
Look
You
at you.
are quite gifted.
Excellent. Excellent.
Yours is cracking eggs, clearly.
See?
I thought I was good. That was impressive. All right.
Okay.
This seems like it's close.
It does.
Okay.
It looks lovely. Why don't you put it in
Put it right in there.
here?
All right. So I got to ask you, Lisa.
Ask me.
Do you guys make this pie over at the Prairie Schooner? What do you make at the Prairie Schooner? Pumpkin pie?
Sadly, no. But yes, we do have pumpkin pie.
Yeah.
We do have we're actually open on Thanksgiving, and so we have like a bush bread, and we do have pumpkin pie. And we were kind of talking about that earlier. Like sometimes those commercial pumpkin pies
Really?
actually
Or this?
tend to be a blend. Yeah, there's
Yeah.
still pumpkin in it, but there's kind of that smooth consistency of a squash that's kind of
Aha.
blended in. Shh.
Don't tell anyone.
Don't tell. Because the kids, when you say squash
don't know.
pie, they're like
It's
running.
weird.
to
Yeah,
the
they're
hills.
not gonna eat
Yeah,
that.
they're out. Yeah. So.
The unknown is scary.
Right, but
Yeah.
pumpkins are fun. You carved them, and now like
Right.
you've bonded. We've bonded with our pumpkins.
It's true.
Right?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Especially if you
Never
grew it
wanted
yourself.
Squash.
Well, I haven't bonded with a squash, but I've
Okay.
sure had a couple of yummy ones.
Well, fabulous. So yes, it's fun. Okay,
All right, what do we got
now
here?
we've got some sugar and
Okay.
some salt,
Is that nutmeg?
cinnamon, and nutmeg.
Aha.
Yes.
You
Why
know
don't-
your nutmeg.
I
right?
can just tell.
I can tell a nutmeg.
So one of the secret ingredients to our fabulous squash.
Yes.
Is why don't you put those eggs in there
Eggs
too?
in.
Yep, everything just goes in. That's kind of a nice thing because oftentimes baking, right? It's like you gotta whip for 2 seconds and then do this. And so this recipe I love because it's just kind of it's just what it is.
All
And
right.
And Stacey and I were talking about this. The recipe calls for canned milk. I don't know why. I don't know if that's just because that's what Grandma had. But guess what? In honor of Grandma, we just do canned milk.
Right.
Because, you know.
And we also use grandma's
And
molasses.
then we use Grandma's
Of
molasses,
course.
which is just messy and gooey and fabulous.
Yeah.
So,
Authentic.
okay,
I'm a
we
big
need 2
fan
of
of
these.
this.
And so,
Big fan of the molasses.
Take a bite of that, Joe.
I was
Yummy,
thinking, but it's
right?
concentrate, right?
and so because it's so sticky and messy, I usually do 2 and like a little bit because I know
Because you're not going to get it all out.
Yeah, I
In
know.
fact,
it's
I'm not even
stuck in
coming
there,
close.
right? And so,
Yeah.
yeah.
So
you're
you
gonna,
do-
yeah,
you
just
like
do a little
almost
bit
a
more.
half?
Heck yeah. Because really, molasses, what's that? Like that's flavor.
No one's gonna say, "I don't
Fabulous
want
fla-"
molasses in it.
Right. Get that out of there. No,
Here,
that's
let's
silly.
see, though.
So,
Are you taste it? Ooh.
ooh, and delicious.
It is yummy.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's yummy.
So, I have another secret. Vodka round 2.
Really? More vodka? Do tell.
So this is our homemade vanilla, which is amazing. And so you take vodka with some vanilla beans, and it has to cure for like at least 6 weeks. This has been curing for about 6 months, so it should be fabulous.
Should be perfect.
Yeah.
Get a little whiff.
Smell it.
Oh my.
Right? Do you just kind of?
I'm like in
resist,
love. I just want to drink it.
resist,
Yeah.
Resist. I know.
Oh, that is.
I know. Yeah. So.
I mean, all the Madagascar vanilla I've tried, all
Yeah.
that smells better.
I know, right? Yeah. Homemade.
Wow.
It's amazing. You just buy the vanilla beans and then be patient.
Impressive.
And
Give
be
it
patient.
Give it love.
Love
Yes.
and time.
Time.
Like any good relationship
Like
with your
any
body.
good relationship.
Yeah, or any good relationship, I mean.
What are you saying?
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay. So
Back to the pie.
back to the pie. So, and then this is another thing where I'm like, yeah, it's 1 teaspoon that I pour directly into it.
Right.
Because maybe if it goes over a little bit.
Big deal.
Whoops.
Well,
Vanilla.
are you familiar with the measurement, the glug?
I'm not. Do
No?
tell.
A
So,
smidgen and a pinch, but not the glug.
for a couple of, and I don't remember what the recipe was, but it calls for a glug of alcohol.
Sounds European.
Well, no, it was Cajun. Actually.
then,
So
yeah.
in a sense, European, French. But anyway, the glug is when you pour the little, those, the triple X barrel, the one I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
You pour it until you hear it glug. That's a glug. And it's actual measurement that they use down south.
Listen carefully.
That's really funny.
I like it. Not a glug of vanilla.
We don't want to use that much.
No. I think that might be problematic.
Maybe we kind of got a little far
Or
with the vodka.
molasses. I think that may have,
Little goes a long way. There's measurements in baking for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Not so much cooking.
But as I always say, in general, we've talked about this a lot. Framework for a template for
Yes.
cooking, but baking a little more precise.
Yes. There's a what's the word? An accuracy that will serve you well
Right, in baking.
in baking.
Thank you, Yoda.
Oh,
Right?
Yes. You must, I don't know why this is Yoda.
I don't know.
Yoda?
The green.
There we
They're
go.
going for us. All right. So we're mixing
Okay.
some stuff up now.
So now we're going to mix. And
We have far too much fun in the kitchen.
It's good
But
time.
that's what this is really all about, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Getting in the kitchen with your friends.
Yeah.
Making some meals, family. It's all about that.
Yeah.
I like this.
Absolutely.
This
Yeah.
has been like the best time.
Well, good.
I mean, you guys are all, when we bring you on the show, it's always like this too, where we have a good time, we talk, and we get a little silly.
We do.
But we're like even a little sillier here, and I'm having more fun, which I think is the whole point.
And there will be no glugs. We have not been glugging.
There's no bugs. Well, and it's important to laugh because again, you infuse your food with that joy,
Right.
And then it's received by those who get to eat it.
And if you get your kids involved, then they're going to want to eat it, which is another big important
It's
thing.
so true.
So
it's
true.
like the mind melting we're doing on the kids.
Uh-huh.
Come
Yeah.
get
Right.
messy in here, and they're like,
Right.
"Oh, is that what we made? I'll eat that."
We'll have to try
Right.
it. Yeah. The relationship with pumpkins. Bond with the food, right? Absolutely.
Yep. So let's bond with some
Okay,
squash.
let's do it.
Bond those ingredients together.
Right? So, and it
Now,
has
do I
a
expect it to be thick, or do I expect it to be kind of thin?
super thin.
Thin.
And it's surprising thin. Like, you don't believe it. Kind of one of those
Yeah, you
things
wonder
you're
how it's ever gonna cook.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Okay.
we're just, like 5 on the speed?
Uh-huh. Yeah, and just kind of let it. And then,
So we don't pre-cook the
correct.
crust,
So,
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
So, you do that for a lot of pies.
right? You do. Usually put it in
So,
for a minute, but not on this.
not on this one. And
Okay.
And that, frankly, makes it a lot easier. Because
Yeah.
then you don't have to make sure that the pie crust is going to stay up. And you don't have to put the pie beans in and all of that
It
stuff.
takes more time.
Yeah, all of those things. So
Yeah.
that's one of the reasons I love
I
this
think
family
this is
recipe.
pretty ideal.
Yeah. And so we're going to kind of, there's a little bit of the squash strings and stuff.
yeah.
But you still want all like that beautiful love, right? So we're
Yeah.
going to kind of get some of that stuff off. And then we're just going to pour it directly in.
Okay.
And so...
And you can use a paddle too. You don't have to
Yeah.
use a whip for this.
No.
It's
You know
just that
those
we
are
did.
different?
Right.
Talk to me about what the difference is when it comes to hot mixes.
So with a whip, that creates air, right?
Okay.
So you have that opportunity to create that air. So when you're doing like whipped cream and stuff, you want lots of air to make it fluffy and meringues
Okay.
and things like that.
Sure.
And so she was just
And the paddle,
the
not
paddle-
that's just mixing.
That's paddles for everything, pretty much.
Okay.
Except for you have the hook, the dough hook.
Yes, I've used the dough hook.
Yeah. And so those
All
are
right.
there was a small lesson into your mixer.
Okay. I pour it right in.
Yep.
Okay, here we go.
Oh,
This is exciting.
this is exciting.
Do I stop at any particular point?
There.
Right there.
Yeah. So now we have another one
Little
for
bit
like
to
a
eat.
little bitty pie. And then we're gonna stick him in the oven.
What temperature? 350, 375?
So this is another one of Grandma's tricks.
Okay.
Right. So on a traditional oven, you're gonna start it at 400
Oh, really?
for 30 minutes, and then you're gonna turn it down to 350.
Back it off.
And then until this is, Stacey and I were talking about this, until the knife comes out clean. And
Right.
so there's that thing of like, I always expect my squash pie to have like a knife cut in it because that's how Grandma tested it.
Ah.
But
She
really
didn't
like
care.
right, she doesn't
It
care what
tastes
it look
good,
like.
Yeah.
Right. But so a toothpick,
Yeah.
but it will, you do want the center because that's obviously,
So
it's
you
going to
stick a
cook
towthpick in the center, you pull it out,
If
you
it's
clean,
then it's
you're
complete.
great.
Yep. Convection ovens cook a lot faster, which is amazing. Like that is a really great tool for really all of like your Thanksgiving goodies. Convection
convection.
ovens are really
If you
amazing.
have a convection oven or a setting, use it always.
Use
Only
it.
if you
Figure it-
value
yeah.
your time.
Right? Otherwise,
you don't
go
care,
for old fashioned.
Yeah.
Why not?
If you want to spend more time in the kitchen and less out watching
Well, what do you say to
football,
people that are
then don't worry
freaked
about
out by it? Because I know some people are freaked out when they're talking about cooking a meat like a turkey or
Right.
something like that, and they're using convection. Well, what if it's not cooked all the way? What if it's, can I get sick if we don't cook it? Talk to me about that when it comes to convection.
I have this fancy tool. It's called a thermometer. it is fantastic.
And it's infallible.
I mean, really. I mean, you have senses to, you see sight.
Right.
You see, okay.
Right?
well, clearly
Clear
that's not
juices
done.
coming out.
Exactly.
Right.
Clean. It's
Right.
it's cooked.
But the temperature we're looking for on the turkey in the breast is 165.
Right.
And 175 on the thigh meat.
Sure.
But you can pull it out a couple of degrees before that because it's going to
Continue to cook.
Okay, so that really is how you test it. And then if you're like, oh, for some reason my thermometer said it was this, and you look at it and you see that clearly it's not done. It's
The
pink
juices
inside.
are
Right, you put it right
aren't
next to
clear.
a bone or something like that.
Right. Yeah, that's
Right.
why. Like when she was saying sticking it in the center. Same with meat. You want to stick it in the thickest,
Thickest
part
part.
in the center.
Okay.
And then check. Use your senses.
That's what they're there for.
Yes.
All right, so we're putting this in the oven now.
Okay, you're going
So
to
I'm
be
gonna do
super
this.
careful because he's
Yeah. Oh boy.
Sloshy.
Yes, sloshy.
Yeah, this is not easy.
Yeah.
I won't move.
Got to be so careful.
Don't ruin the pie.
Is this like walking with the
No
book on your
pressure.
head?
Yeah.
Excellent work.
I
Is the
got
turkey
it.
harder to put in or the pie?
The pie's harder.
It's the finesse with the baking.
Finesse.
Telling
Excellent.
you.
Finesse, right?
I have learned a lot today.
I'm so glad.
I've been playing at the rolling pin. I've been rolling stuff out. We've
Right.
made
You
the
didn't hit
filling.
me once.
No, I didn't
Grateful.
hit you. I learned that vodka's okay for cooking a great pie.
That's the only reason I said it's okay.
I think it's okay anyway. But this is a lot of fun.
And vanilla.
And grandma's recipe, tweaking it a little bit, that's not a bad thing.
No.
Okay.
Evolution.
And we don't have to tell her.
Right.
In cooking, it's always testing and adjusting. Always.
I like it.
Well, Lisa, thank you so much for
Thank
sharing.
you for having
And Lisa, remember the owner of the Prairie Schooner, where you can try some other really yummy pies, and not to
Absolutely.
mention the incredible. When we talked about meats earlier, I was remembering a really great piece of meat that I had there not too long
Yeah,
ago.
the
Great
ribeye,
steak,
right?
the ribeye.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Good
so good
times,
food
yeah.
there at the Prairie Schooner in Ogden. Thank you for sharing your grandma's recipe with us.
Absolutely.
It's awesome
Thank you.
stuff. We've got a little bit more coming up because now we're going to learn how to carve that turkey
Oh,
properly. We're going to take a
yes.
break, come back with that right here on Park City Television.